guys, so today's video is going to be my summer beach/pool must-have items. This is going to go beyond just obviously your bikini, your towel, your beach chair. These are the items that I have to have if I'm going to be at the beach all day long and I want to have a nice, enjoying, restful, relaxing time at the beach. My husband and I love to go to the beach. We probably go at least once a week, sometimes more. I work at the beach, so if I have downtime, sometimes I will mosey my way on down to the beach and kind of just chill there for a little bit. But yeah, so these are going to be my essentials, the things I have to have. So I've got a couple of things here, actually quite a few things. So I'm just going to dive right into it. First things first, obviously, like I said, besides your bikini, your beach chair, your towel, a must-have, this is the esthetician in me speaking, of course, is your sunscreen. You have to have your sunscreen to protect your skin. So I have a bag of sunscreen. This is a lot of sunscreen, but it is what I bring with me to the beach every single time that I go because not only am I protecting my skin, but I'm also protecting my husband's skin too. And I have different types of sunscreens. So I use different types of sunscreens for different parts of my body. For my entire body, I usually like something like this. This is just the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen. This is in broad spectrum SPF 100+. Now I know that they say anything above like 35 or 40 is a waste, but if they make it in 100, I'm going to buy it in 100. I will apply this to my entire body every probably 2 to 3 hours. Even if I'm just sitting under the canopy in the shade, I will still apply this because I'm really sensitive to the sun, and I want to make sure that I protect myself because sunburns are no fun, let me just tell you. So I apply this all over my body. On my face, I apply a different sunscreen. I use a Neutrogena one as well, but it is this Age Shield Face. It's the Neutrogena Age Shield Face Oil-Free Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 110. Like I said, I know that it's excessive, but I just kind of feel like if it's at a higher number, I'm going to buy it because I want the maximum protection that I can get for what I'm purchasing. Not only do I use this one on my face, but I layer it because I'm trying so hard not to get more sun damage, you know, signs of aging, all those kinds of things. So I layer it with this. This is the Bare Republic, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Bare Republic Natural Mineral Sunscreen. This is an old school type sunscreen. This is going to be a physical sunscreen, whereas this is a lot of chemical sunscreen. This does cast a white sheen on your face. It comes in a stick form. You just twist it up like this. I usually will put this here, down my nose and kind of across my chin because I do wear a hat and sunglasses. I don't feel the need to put it on my forehead. But I layer these two because I feel like whatever this doesn't block, this one will. And while it does give me a white cast on my face, and I'm sure I probably look crazy, I just want to make sure that I protect my face the best that I can when I'm on the beach. And I don't want to feel like I'm hiding under a towel when I go to the beach. I want to sit and relax and enjoy the breeze, but I want to still protect my face. So those are the two that I layer. Now, I also do not forget another part of the face that a lot of people do, and that is my lips. This is the Sun Bum Broad Spectrum SPF 30 with aloe vera and vitamin E lip balm. This is in the scent Watermelon. It smells super yummy. The only thing I will say about these Sun Bum ones, because I have more than one, is that they are a little bit kind of slippery and slimy. They never kind of like feel like a chapstick. Like, you know when you get old school chapsticks or like chapstick brand chapstick, you put them on your lips, they're kind of slippery and then a couple of minutes later they soak in. This one kind of never does that. That's my only complaint about it. But one thing is for sure is that you cannot neglect your lips, and another thing people would tend to neglect is the tops of their ears. So making sure that you protect those pieces of the skin that are exposed is super important. And a lot of the rest of these are lower SPFs that my husband will use sometimes, just depending on how he's feeling or if he doesn't want to feel like he's kind of coated in like this protective sheet of lotion for protection from the sun. But yeah, this is my huge bag of sunscreen. So whatever you need if you ever come to the beach with me, I have. Now, underneath the sunscreen is a different story. I am just like the rest of everybody else. I want to have a beautiful golden bronze tan. I want to look like I'm a beach bunny, like I've been there all summer long. But I do not like to tan in the sun. As you guys know, I don't like to damage my skin. So what I will do is I will make sure that I tan prior to with this. This is the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express Deluxe Bronzing Mousse in Dark. This is the best tanner you will ever find on the market. Now, mind you, yes, everybody on YouTube talks about this, but there's a reason for it. It is the best stuff you will ever find. I have had spray tan machines, like the misting tan machines that are compelled like with an air compressor. This beats those by a million. I mean, hands down, the best stuff I've ever used. It's super easy. It blends like a dream. You don't ever really have a problem with orange elbows or knees or anything like that. It just blends into the skin so nicely, and it only takes 2 hours. So if you're going to the beach later on with your friends, you can apply this in the morning and boom, you have a tan. So it is a little bit pricey. It's kind of pricier than something that I would probably normally purchase, but after I tried it for myself, I will always repurchase this because it is the bomb. You need to try this if you haven't. I mean, for those of us who are pasty and want to tan but don't want to tan in the sun, this stuff is going to be your best friend. It is amazing. Try it out for sure. Next things up. So when I go to the beach, I will always wear a hat because you also have to protect your scalp. I've been burned on my scalp before and it is not fun. Let me just tell you. When I was about 14, a bunch of my family went to Nebraska to visit some more family who lived at a lake, and we spent the entire day there, and I did not protect my scalp, and my hair kind of naturally just parts in the middle, and my entire scalp burned right here and peeled like a snake skin. Like I had to pull it through my hair when it peeled. It was disgusting. So it's really important to protect your scalp as well, especially if you were a guy maybe that has thinner hair or is thinning in some areas. Protecting your scalp is really important. So I almost always will wear a hat. I usually wear something like this. It's a trucker hat. I usually will wear it on my head like so, and then I part my hair on the side. I just kind of wear 2 ponytails just to keep it out of my face and out of my, not so I don't have this like big bulge in the back, or I don't have to worry about, my hair coming through the back. I just use like 2 pigtails like this, and then I will pair it with some sunglasses. And I have a lot of sunglasses, but they're mostly like big bug eye type sunglasses. So I will usually wear them with these. These are my aviator shades. They're no name brand. They're nothing. I got them off Amazon, I think, for like $10. But they're the darkest shades I own. So I will usually wear these along with my hat, and that provides a lot of shade, not only for the rest of my eyes, like it down in this area, but also provides shade underneath my hat. So those for me are a major, also, wherever I go, whether it be the beach, the pool, always have to be covered. Next thing on my list is, let's see, like I said, I got a bunch of things here. Oh, these right here. So these are so awesome, and I actually had to buy a pair for my husband because he was so wanting to use these when I had them. These are towel clips. Mine are little watermelons. They were honestly just the first ones that I saw, but it's so annoying when you go to the beach and you're sitting in your chair and your towel's above the top of it and it keeps falling down over you or it falls down in your chair. It's so annoying, but these, they just clip like right onto your chair. So you can just put your towel over the top of your chair, you just clip these on, and it holds it in place for you. I gotta tell you, I think I paid like maybe $7 or $8 for these things. So worth it. They hold my towel in place, and I have no problems, beach or pool. And as you guys know, usually in the afternoon the beach gets kind of windy. These things are invaluable. So next thing I want to talk about is, you may not need this if you are not going to the ocean, or you don't go to an ocean that has a lot of waves, but my husband and my husband, he'll do it because I like to do it, but surfing. So I usually will always keep a bar of surf wax in my bag just in case I need some. Sometimes I bring my board, sometimes I don't, but I always keep this in my beach bag just in case, because you never know. And what if somebody else is surfing and they need it? This one is the Sticky Bumps. It's just a regular surf wax. It has no scent or anything like that. It's just the original surf wax. I always keep this in my bag just in case, because you never know. Next things up, I always keep another bag inside my beach bag, which houses my my Sticky Bumps, my surfboard wax, as well as my bottle opener. I can't tell you how many times we have been to the beach, wanted to crack a beer, and forgot a bottle opener. I mean, let me tell you, I can get pretty creative with a beach chair. I've opened a bottle or 2 in my time, but I always keep this in my bag. And I keep it in this bag right here. This bag I got from Victoria's Secret. It's actually supposed to be a bikini bag. Like, you throw your wet bikinis in here when you're done with the beach, and it keeps them like dry from the rest of your stuff. But I actually use it to house all the stuff that I don't want the sand to get to. So like whether it be my phone, our keys, my surf wax. There's nothing worse than having sand in your surf wax. It sucks, because it makes basically like a gritty paste, and when you go to try to lay down on the surfboard, it's so uncomfortable. I keep all my stuff that I don't want the sand to touch in this bag right here. This bag was only, It was, I think, in between 15 to 20 bucks, but I love this thing. It really keeps all the sand out of our stuff. It really helps to protect anything that you want. Even if you want to keep it dry, this would totally protect that from any of those kinds of things. And it's a really good size. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's just one of the perfect little finds that I have added to my beach collection, and we really get a lot of use out of this. So if you guys can find this somewhere, I bought this last year, so I don't know if they still have it in Victoria's Secret, but if you can get it online or you find it, this definitely has come in super handy, so give it a whirl. Usually, we are either doing one of two things. We are talking and people watching, or we are just sitting by ourselves and I'm reading and my husband's reading, because you got a little downtime at the beach. You want to catch up on some reading, things like that. So I always bring a book or magazines. Right now I am reading this book right here. This is called The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I actually started this last year when my husband and I went on our cruise, because it intrigued me, the woman in cabin 10, obviously she's in a cruise, and we just got busy and we just got doing things and I never finished it. And when I'm here, I just don't get a lot of chance to read in between, work and responsibilities around my house and cooking and laundry and filming and all these things. I just don't get a lot of time to read. So when I'm at the beach, I will take advantage if I'm able to, if my husband and I are, talking about something or just, chilling, I'll read. And this book, it's gotten really good. I'm about probably 2/3 of the way through, so I can imagine it's only going to get even better as I finish it. So I'm working on finishing this right now, but if I'm not reading a book, I'll bring magazines with me. I like Shape, I like Self, I like Cosmo, those kinds of magazines, just to be able to sit and look through it or whatever, and I might find something funny or cute or whatever that I'll share with my husband, so I like those kinds of things just to keep me occupied. But if we're not reading, we might be listening to music or just talk, people watching and talking, things like that. So this is another thing that I find is essential. This is a wireless Bluetooth speaker. This is just a no-name brand. It wasn't expensive, anything like that. It is water resistant though, so that is one thing I do recommend. While at the beach, most of the time, we don't have to worry about things being water resistant because we're usually sitting far enough away from the shore that nothing gets wet. But you do have to worry sometimes about rain. If it starts downpouring for 3 minutes, how it is in Florida, it'll rain here for a second and then clear up again. Or if you're at the pool, it's important to have something that's water resistant. But I think it's nice because you can link it to your phone, you can listen to some music. We're usually listening to something pretty chill, Bob Marley or some kind of reggae or something like that that's, easy to listen to. I don't turn it up too loud so I don't bother other people at the beach, but I do find that this is kind of convenient to have if you are at the beach, just chilling out and kind of having a good time. This little guy here comes in handy. Carry all of this stuff in, and that is of course a beach bag. My favorite beach bag is this one right here. I got this from Victoria's Secret a couple of years ago, and I absolutely love it. It's really, really big. It holds a lot of stuff in here. And I also like the fact that it has pockets, so if I want to put something on the side that I don't want to dig into and find, I can do that. And this one's canvas, so it washes really easy. Now, it hasn't been washed since the last time we went to the beach. As a matter of fact, I think there's half the beach in the bottom of this, but it's a really nice bag. Any bag you can find that's canvas or easy to wash is gonna be perfect at the beach. I just like the fact that this has really beautiful colors. I think it's super nautical and fun, and just, I don't know, I really like it. I like that these are kind of braided up beach ropes and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. But yeah, any beach bag that you have will do. Obviously, you need something to carry all of this stuff in, so it's important to have that. Another important thing to have at the beach is going to be, obviously, you're going to bring your snacks and your fun drinks and all that kind of stuff, but it's super important to carry water. I always bring my water, regardless of whether, we've got a couple of beers that we're going to have or what have you. I always bring my water because you want to make sure you stay hydrated at the beach. Or at the pool when you're going to be in the sun. Sometimes you don't realize how dehydrated you get when it's hot outside and you're in the sun and you're playing around or you're having fun. You get dehydrated. So it's super duper important to drink water. And I always bring my Yeti with me. This is a 64-ounce Yeti. Yes, it's kind of big, but the great thing about Yetis is that they are double insulated, or I can't remember what they said. It's some kind of a super special steel that even though the outside may feel hot, the inside is still really cold. And I can attest to that because they could be sitting in the sun all day long, and if I have put ice in this with water, the water will still be cold at the end of the day. These are such good products. I mean, they are a little bit pricey, but if you can invest in one, I guarantee you will not be sorry. These things are awesome. And last but not least, after you've had a great day at the beach and you're all done and you're ready to come home and chill, it's super important to take care of your skin after you've been at the beach or the pool. So I think it's really important to mention exfoliation. What I usually will do when we come home from the beach is to get in the shower, wash off the 15 layers of sunscreen that I have on my skin. And I also like to exfoliate because I think it just really helps to get any extra dead skin off, any extra goop that you have on there. Of course, don't do that if you're sunburned or if you've got a little bit too much sun. Exfoliation may be painful, but if you haven't, if you've taken care of your skin, exfoliating the skin is a really, really good time because the salt water also kind of loosens up some of the dead skin. It's a great time to get off all of that excess crepiness and all those kinds of things that make you look dull, and then treat the skin afterwards. You can of course just use all natural aloe, but if you want to feel a little bit, you know, special and a little bit frou-frou and kind of spy, you can use something like this. This is the Aqua Cool Aloe Lotion from Bath & Body Works. This is in the scent Endless Weekend. This says right here that it's called Stay Cool Instant Summer Moisture. It says that it has soothing aloe, protective vitamin E, and nourishing coconut oil. Those are all great ingredients for your skin when you've been at the beach all day and you've just exfoliated. This particular scent has notes of summer mandarin, sun-kissed magnolia, raspberry lychee, blue coconut water, vanilla sandalwood. Yeah, and that's it. So I was intrigued by this because when I picked this up from the store, the girl was actually telling me you can put this in the refrigerator or in your cooler, and I thought, man, that's a great idea because if you are a little bit toasty or a little bit burned, or after you've exfoliated, you know, the skin is a little bit tender, needs some TLC, you can put this in the fridge and it'll cool your skin right down because it is made with aloe, so it's going to be something that is good for the skin post-sun anyway. But it's got a nice scent to it too, and it just would be a really nice treatment after you've been at the beach all day to put this in the fridge and then be like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. So yeah, so those are going to be the products that I love to take with me at the beach or the pool. And like I said, I think it's super important to make sure that you are comfortable because at the end of the day, the beach is like the best place to just go and clear your head and relax and just get in one with nature and in tune with nature. And it's just one of the main reasons that I absolutely fell in love with living here in Florida is because the beach is so close, and I grew up in the Midwest. We didn't have beaches, but I just feel such a connection to the ocean. So these are the things that I bring with me when I go to the beach. Oh, another thing I didn't mention, obviously, because I can't bring it in here, is my husband and I also bring a huge 10 by 10 canvas canopy thing because I have to stay in the shade or else otherwise I will burn regardless of how much sunscreen I put on myself. So yeah, so we also do bring a huge canopy, but like I said, I can't bring it in here because it would basically be this entire room because my beauty room is not that big. But yeah, so these are all of my beach essentials. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. If there's anything in the video that you bring to the beach that I have not mentioned, please let me know in the comments down below because I will check it out for sure. I'm always about more comfortable things at the beach. And yeah, so that's going to complete this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click subscribe to see more videos from me. Don't forget that SPF is your best friend, especially at the beach. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!